Man, I'm bushed. I got no motivation at all, and Mono Fanny's period is late too.
Alright, thank you for sharing. Father, why do you know Mono Fanny's cycle?
Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to lack of hibernation.
Lack of hibernation.
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate.
I suppose that would be true.
That's awful. What could be causing it? Is it 'cause there's a lot on your mind? Is it 'cause graveyard shifts pay a better hourly wage?
What?
Really?
Is it 'cause you don't want to think you're just goofing around? This is getting a little much.
Is it 'cause you want to stay friends?
Is it 'cause you want to watch it in real time? Father,
He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be.
you're right. Night-night. Guys, it's just like... What happened? What happened?
My head! Monotaro! Pull yourself together!
You know, if you told me this was the end point of the series when I played the first game months ago, I would have been like, no fucking way. But here we are.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
If you've forgotten, maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
So we're all in agreement that, like, Monotaro is going to be the next one to die, right?
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
Aren't you both robots?
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a few.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Mew manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion.
Which she did.
And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
Which wouldn't have worked because his body wouldn't match the poison.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Why is, like, half the stuff in the virtual world, like, not sepia-toned, but half of it is?
Passed through the wall she installed and took
I guess
advantage
because
of
we're
the
talking
loop.
in the present as well.
After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
She was killed on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it.
Well, she wouldn't have any reason to lock the door if Kokichi wasn't there yet, so it couldn't have been Miyu.
If Mew did lock it, She would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She thought pretty far ahead. I don't really think it was an amazing plan, but she thought pretty far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
Like, we haven't gotten to it yet, but she was able to she made it so she could disable Kokichi's avatar by touching him. So, like, you know, she thought pretty far ahead, actually.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Mew.
No, it can be both.
Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends if things different.
Like, yeah, you're right. If things were different, like if she had a better personality, maybe.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's continue the discussion.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her.
Well, in a way.
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
In what way is the wall between them an issue?
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Right.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Right.
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how did the culprit send Mew's avatar through the wall?
I feel like this is going to be really annoying.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Well, some of us could... Well, no, that's not true. The avatar strengths are averaged in there, aren't they?
Don't to not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength?
I did talk about them throwing the body while we were in there, though. The idea of it was just really funny to me at the time, just like watching her body careen through the air and crash into the wall. It would have looked sick.
That problem. Going to know can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
Yeah.
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Mew there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
So, what do we think's going on with Kokichi exactly? He seems to be leading the conversations pretty heavily, but I don't think he's actually the killer. But the way he talks, like, implies he knows quite a bit about what happened. So do you think something happened to the effect of, like... No, that wouldn't make any sense. I was gonna say, do you think he could have had the murderer's wire plugged into his machine for memory, but then he wouldn't know the other things that happened, so that can't be right. It's just... I feel like he's not gonna end up being the killer, but he's talking really strangely. We need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. I mean, I already, know what happened, but I don't see how it does that exactly. What was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. So what were those two things? It could be... the lattice hitting the wall. Okay. So, Miyu hitting the wall?
That's That's it.
Like, they both hit the wall, you know?
I think the sound came from Miu's avatar hitting the chapel
She was
wall.
sliding on the lattice, but you know.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise. Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Miu colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Miu's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Miu's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force. But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Like, see? What the fuck is that phrasing?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking? Why are you talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now.
He's gotta have fucked with, like, the memory somehow.
More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Miu's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Miu's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
Your what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope.
Guys, this isn't that hard to figure out. You don't need to give such a heavy-handed clue.
And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
Why not just give the answer at that point?
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Why even have me answer at this point? Like, why even? Like, that you might as well have just given the answer. Kokichi is talking as if he's already got the whole thing figured out. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Miu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. This wasn't, like, that complicated. Have her fall?
I see now. The culprit used the sloped roof as a slide for Miu's avatar.
Slide?
Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Miu's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much.
That was a really weird way to say that.
No. It would slide.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
This is productive.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Is that a real thing? I assume so. I'm positive that's how Miu's avatar was moved, but yes, they did use something else.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
If it made that much noise, it must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. But not frozen solid, right?
We'd still slide, though.
Whoosh.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
There was nothing.
We got there in the end, lads. We did it in the end.
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Mew's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Mew's
I
avatar?
am still gonna actually have trouble believing that she built up enough speed to, like, create vibrations inside the church, though. That seems a little extreme.
The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
Do you want me to say that for you about 4 more times? That was an unusually quick acceptation. Acceptation?
After the culprit
yeah.
killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled
Whoa!
flew off the roof,
Holy shit, she's fucking gone!
glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
What's the little thing in the top left corner?
The impact made all of her belongings scatter, including the hammer and cell phone.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff. I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
This is my new favorite piece of lore, that Monokuma has a bitter rivalry with Sonic, but I imagine it as being like Timmy's dad and Dinkelberg. It's completely one-sided. Sonic thinks they're friends, and Monokuma, nope, mortal enemies with him.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. You gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you Grandfather now?
That's not how that works.
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
Am I supposed to know from this?
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess.
Because I've known that bit for a while, but I don't know how that tells you it's the who the culprit is.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from Mew, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
That we know of at present.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Ooh, you got me.
That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Samugi, Kokichi, and Kaito. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. They did. What reason would they have to lie? Who lied about the rooftop? Wait, I don't remember anyone lying about the rooftop. Who lied about the rooftop? What did they say? I have no recollection of this event. So either I'm stupid or I just don't remember. Was it you? No, okay. I'll be honest, I have no recollection of this event at all. So I'm gonna pick B, just kind of brute force this one. Cause I don't remember. You? So Kokichi?
It's you!
What did he say?
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog
I would
my
also...
memory.
Me too.
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Oh, that. Oh, of course. Okay, I remember that now. Right, yes.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Why must we do this again? Shit. It's not my fault, okay? It's the color's fault on that one. Alright.
I see it!
When you were explaining that the door to the roof was locked, you said...
I never went to the roof.
But later, you said...
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high. Yeah. Wait, what?
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
What?
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
What? That's the logic you're going to use? Like, you're right that he lied, but that's the route you're gonna take to get to that information? Not the fact he knew the door was locked, even though he said he never went? You're gonna go for the thing that he could have known from outside of the building. Like, you can just see the mansion's roof. That's astounding that that's the route we're gonna take.
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside.
Yes!
But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
What? I don't know about that either.
Huh? What?
That was astonishing.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
That's amazing. Oh my god. Fuck.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof.
The thing is,
Wait. I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
I still don't think it was him, though.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
Monokuma, do you keep a log?
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna have a stroke.
She did too.
Then when? tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
Oh.
What a worthless fight!
True.
Stop them, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
What? Is it just gonna pop out after like 12 hours?
I'm not gonna apologize, because Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. But Kokichi is stubborn, he won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. That sounded a lot like this is the one you're going to lie on.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
What?
That's probably the one you lie on, right?
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
That's kind of a weird one to end on. Uh-huh.
What did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh. Oh, why am I so bad? Oh god. I forgot the thing was gonna pop up.
Kokichi?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time.
Okay, oh, whew.
I'll reveal the truth. Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on
Oh,
you,
this is a bold lie right here.
but you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never
This
showed
is the
up.
most blunt lie we've told yet.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi? So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
It's gonna be pretty ironic that they're gonna believe us on this one, isn't it? That's what you get for being a noted liar, though.
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
Yeah.
100 house points. No. Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Wow. That's amazing.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people.
Oh god, here it goes.
If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Well, that's not what I expected him to say.
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Miu?
No. You didn't just meet her there. You probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
What that actually means is I'm about to tell about 9 lies.
Confess?
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her.
What's going on with that?
She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You work together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
Whoa. No, whoa. Where'd you figure that one out from? That's crazy.
No fair! Monokuma can't take sides!
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted.
How though?
Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Shh, calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
Yeah. That means he didn't do it.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
This is a disappointing answer, but I was kind of expecting it to build up to this, actually.
What? Huh?
Because, Gonta was acting weird the whole time in there.
What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
No, this might be true.
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now! The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
I see. Disappointingly, this might be true.
What Busters?
But does that mean we get to kill him as well?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan. And Gonta...
Yeah, he just probably actually doesn't remember it because of the wires.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime!
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth!
Cut that out! I told you it's not gonna work!
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible!
Well, shit. Case closed, boys.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Going to not understand what's going on. But still, going to not kill Mew. Going to really not know anything.
I believe that you don't know anything.
And also, going to not tell lies. And going to not make trouble
Yo,
for others.
oh, it's gonna be real fucked up if this is actually true, and then Gonta doesn't even remember committing the crime, and he gets killed for it anyway. That's gonna be really fucked up if this is true.
'Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
But, like, with how he was acting in there, you know, I was a little sus.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying! I can tell just by looking at him!
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew!
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Please don't. Oh my god.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me!
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Yep.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling.
No. Wait, what? Wait. Come back.
See,
That looked
I told
pretty
you I'm
on
not the
point. Go on. Spin it back around. No, this is true. He definitely didn't do it. Well, he didn't do the murder.
Even if
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling. That's wrong!
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
It's not impossible, but it would be exceptionally difficult.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, It couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaito is really desperate to make me the culprit.
I mean, we already confirmed we could kill 2 people.
No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone.
Okay, he's been saying he would do that, but this has not actually occurred.
There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective...
Kaito about to be like, please say psych.
I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Well, that... I begrudge the phrasing, but...
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
God, no, anything but that.
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit. Please, believe Gonta.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But... Two for one truth special.
Oh, let's go.
Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split.
Oh, we're gonna morb.
So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present
Oh, yeah.
its very own more phenomenal trial ground.
It's morbid time.
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Is this why Kaito's gonna turn into a murderer? Is this where the supervillain arc begins?
Kaito.
Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. This time. I need to find the truth. Let's go!
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Kokichi! Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Oh, fuck, it was Monokuma. Ah!
A lie! Kokichi is the one who killed me.
Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew! Honest!
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
Oh, gotta do the whole thing again. Damn.
But Kokichi confessed. Kokichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this! I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a
Kokichi!
Would you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi! I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie! Kibo! That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings. Gonta not kill me!
I got this! The truth is...
I am
Gonta
glad
could
people
have
got to
murdered Mew.
answer multiple times, because I was afraid there was only going to be, like, 2.
This is our answer!
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi.
Oh my fucking god.
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you
I
guys
don't think
already?
he's lying.
If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically.
I don't think he's lying. I think he doesn't know he did it.
Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
We are totally gonna vote for Kokichi and Gonta though, right? Like, we are gonna get both of them.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't.
But Gonta really not know.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know. God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
Oh!
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good
Well,
people?
you're an asshole though. That's the difference. Gonta is a nice person and you are not.
No, I never gave
Don't
up.
lie. Don't lie.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Oh my fucking god.
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
You know, unfortunately, gentlemen, it is with great sadness that I must say Kokichi is correct.
Quit it. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Magi, please, calm down.
We could kill Kokichi as well, though, guys. That's still on the table.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. 'Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
Because it's true, he doesn't know shit.
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
What did Kokichi say? All you've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. This whole time, Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, we get the point. But when exactly did he start using that defense? It was after logging out.
That's it.
That's it. It was after he logged out. That means...
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world?
Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta. That was... wait. Accident? What do you mean, accident? Oh, do you mean the glitch? The avatar error?
This is it.
Okay. I thought he meant something inside
When we logged into
there.
the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Like, I thought he meant something happened to his avatar, but no, I'm just stupid.
An avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first. But I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
That error is what it's affecting Gonta, and it's making him forgetful and loopy. Then what was that error? What could it have been? Taxi time? No, Gambit time. Memory. Loss. The first time I've ever looked at it and been like, oh yeah, those are what the two words are.
I see now. I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember?
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
This makes it difficult to prove things, though, doesn't it?
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
At this point, it seems like almost a sure thing, but it seems like it will be difficult to prove it if Gonta doesn't remember anything and therefore can't really be caught lying.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused!
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory, Gonta never hurt anyone!
No way Gonta's the culprit!
Alright, I thought it was a while since we did this one. Start at the top.
Gonta never hurt
Gonta doesn't
anyone!
remember because
Doesn't remember a
Gonta
thing
wants
about the
everyone
virtual world?
safe!
You did it, but you
Gonta
don't
would
remember
never
doing
kill
it,
a
right?
friend.
If there was a
Isn't that
glitch,
something we can just
Gentlemen,
assume?
gentlemen, protect
it
friends!
should have
I
affected
mean,
all
he has
of us.
flipped out
Your
before.
lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because
But
we're all
Gonta can't
okay,
even kill an
Not
insect.
lying!
that means there
That's
was
a
no
weak
glitch.
Swear! Please believe Gonta!
Okay, going to next.
Gonta
So
never
you're
hurt
telling me
anyone!
Remember, because
Doesn't remember
Gonta
a
want
thing
keep
about the
everyone
virtual
safe!
world?
Isn't he
You
just
did it, but you don't
you would
remember
never
doing
kill
it,
a
right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
something we
Gonta,
can
it's
just
gentlemen!
assume?
Gentlemen, protect
it should
friends!
have affected all of us.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all
Gonta
okay,
can't even kill an
Gonta not
insect.
lying!
that means there
That's
was
a
no
weak
glitch.
Gonta, swear! Please believe
Wait, I see.
Gonta!
Wait, hold on. Okay, just saw it out of the corner of my eye. It has to be that one.
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world. I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world.
Well, Dangus, you were right.
What?
Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Oh no! Himiko, what have you done?
That's your left hand!
What?
Oh no!
Looks like it's decided.
What? Decided. He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on. When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking
This
about.
must have been really bewildering from his perspective, huh?
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
This one's gonna feel real bad.
Know what?
The only solace will be if we also kill Kokichi, which we better do. We better kill both of them.
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! 'Cause why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie. I'll never accept this. And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it out?
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes
What,
the
didn't you
blackened.
say we could kill 2 in a tie, though? They'd both be blackened?
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
No, I'm more upset that Monokuma's changing what he said earlier.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
That is a peculiar thing to say.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin.
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
Dude, if Kokichi dies, Kaito better kill him, or I'll be real mad.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated is because they couldn't access the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
Unless...
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall.
What if Kibo's an object? I don't think that's the case, but I'm surprising that no one has put that possibility forward, actually.
The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done
Given
it.
that they've all been robophobes repeatedly, you'd think at least one of them would have said it.
Kaito is the next one off our suspect list. And you know why, right?
He was logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
I do hate it.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
We have alibis.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
To be fair, though, we weren't watching Tsumugi the entire time, and she could have left without us noticing.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit. That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Kaito, we've already talked about this one.
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Kokichi was Miyu's target? Well, okay. As far as I'm concerned, those both meant the same thing.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. It's not gonna feel good. This is gonna be a real Green Mile moment, but...
It's... Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder.
We're gonna need to pull out, like, a pretty dramatic trick for it to not be Gonta.
You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Mew Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Stop doing that.
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to—
You want proof? I've got your proof.
I would like if this was true.
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
That's true.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
That's true. That is when that happened.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
But he could have rappelled down the wall with the toilet paper.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
That's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right?
No, because the toilet paper was on the ground, like, right next to the only thing on the roof that it could have been tied to.
If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
Oh no. Oh, now it's gonna be even worse. It would have been so nice if that were the truth. If Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But...
No, that's wrong.
What?
yeah.
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it. To survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please!
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Can you please shut up, though?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
I can't doubt my detective work now. If I want us to survive, I can't back down.
I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening? Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gota's not the culprit. Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has
So
done to
long.
us.
Jesus Christ.
Remember how Gota's always tried to protect us. How could Gota be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion.
Toilet
from the
paper
rooftop.
discovered outside of the mansion. That was a
It's
long
here.
one.
Damn it!
Well, at least he ended up mostly naked too. It wasn't just the girls they did it to.
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion. That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Miu's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
No. Come on, dog. We both know that's not true.
I know because I investigated the roof.
So you know that you're not telling the truth.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in Gota till the very end.
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
The place the toilet paper was tied down. Why even ask?
There! The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it.
Yeah, because it needed to get
And then
down
used the
again.
doubled up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
And then did some pretty rapid
Correct.
rolling.
Yes, I came up with that idea.
I am going to vote for Kokichi anyway, though.
But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by. Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Gonta really killed Miu.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop! I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, alright? Let's end this together.
Okay.
Man. So toilet paper that doesn't tear is... there. Bottle of poison is way back here. cell phone is here. Kaito logged out is there. Map is near the start. Gladys is over here. Back over here. Hammer. Investigating outside the mansion. Blue cord was over here. Just get all these ones out of the way first. Dining hall, Smoogie. Kitchen. Oh, no, Kaito. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. And culprit.
This is the truth of the case! The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plug those cords into our helmets and enter...
Whoops.
But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world. It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all five senses.
I do like that drawing of Kibo.
She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion. Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of
Well,
Mew's pranks.
you all are quite gullible, so of course you didn't think anything of it.
That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof. Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof, and then forcing him to log out...
He must have thought he was dying.
She was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew.
I didn't like that noise.
This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable. Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember. This is the truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist. Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Going to not really understand, 'cause going to not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Going to trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Going to kill Mew, forget everything. Going to even think he not do anything bad. And then going to try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why going to do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending. It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I've got to get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
I'm still gonna vote for him.
the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
If it fucks me, it fucks me.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Absolutely right.
Well, look at that. You voted correctly. Congratulations, you guys.
Let me hear your joyful voices.
Give yourselves a hand.
Let me hear your joyful voices.
Damn.
Wah!
Geez, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves.
I know I'm super happy. What should we name the kid?
Good question. We should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
We're having sextuplets. I'm happy, so happy I might go crazy.
And another thing.
Hey, Kokichi, you said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
Here.
You said you were gonna liven up the killing game and the class trial. And I said I'd put the motive, the secret, into the killing game simulator.
That was just a lie. Hey, if you want to kill Kokichi too, we won't stop you.
Oh.
So it was just a lie.
What was that?
He just laughed it off.
Hey,
Are you satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is that the motive you gave Gonta? I plan to explain all of that, but it's more like, how do I say it? You guys are just going to assume it's a lie if you hear it from my cute lips.
Oh, I see.
Let's have Gonta explain. Gonta?
Please stop.
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to?
All right.
Then we should all go back into the killing game simulator.
Because?
Why don't we ask Gonta in the virtual world? But going back to the virtual world is...
There's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method.
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data.
He's gonna hack a brain.
Alter Ego
Oh.
Gonta is now complete.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
Huh? What this? What happening? Huh?
Is this Gonta? Is that Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic, and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta.
Gonta not understand. Who this alter ego person?
now then.
See, it's even stupid like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gonta's memories of the virtual world, so he should remember what happened.
Please.
Then, other Gonta. Tell Gonta.
Why?
Why did Gonta kill Miyu? Kill Miyu? Why does other Gonta know about?
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell them the truth now.
Oh, Gonta.
Could Gonta could save everyone?
Huh?
Save everyone.
Gonta don't know.
Answer, Gonta. Why did Gonta kill Miu?
Wrong.
Gonta just want to save everyone.
That's...
What do you mean?
Gonta.
Gonta think for long time. How can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta strong, but no can fight Xyz. Gonta feel frustrated, cause Gonta no could do anything. Gonta understand how this Gonta feel.
Yeah.
Technically, they are the same person.
But
So that's why Gonta think he have to do it for everyone's sake. Gonta think he gotta do it cause everyone else not want to.
Gonta.
Gonta kill Miu.
What?
What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all.
Oh.
Geez, Gonta is bad at explaining as always. I guess I'll have to help. If you remember what happened at that time. Uh-huh.
Huh?
The key card, so you used it?
Yeah.
Whoa, crazy. After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the key card. After opening it, I saw the outside world.
What?
The outside world.
What?
That was Monokuma's motive? But why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Miyu's plan. And it hit me. If I combined the two, then I'd be able to save everyone.
Please wait.
What do you mean?
Hey.
Hey now, you gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyway, that's when I made a deal with Monokuma. If I livened up the killing game, then he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again.
In other words...
Let me chime in. The motive key card that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me. But then Kokichi suggested we reuse the motive.
Yeah.
He said we should bring back the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with that idea. So I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation.
Huh?
Memories of the outside world.
What?
The secret of the outside world in the virtual world was about the flashback light?
You know?
Right, that was a lot of nouns. If it was the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories. What are you saying?
Wait,
But why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here?
Oh?
You can't remember? Okay, fine.
You get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish up this case first. Monokuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world.
hey!
You even knew where it was hidden? That's not fair.
To tell you the truth...
I just placed it. I never actually said I hid it.
Too bad.
If anyone had asked, I would have gladly told you where it was.
It's a little late for that.
Always messing around.
Gonta was exposed to the flashback light. When Kokichi and Gonta leave together. Oh wait, this is actually dialogue we didn't hear. Gonta can watch Kokichi so you're not doing anything weird. You're so— oh no, this is what we said. We did see that.
Could it be?
Was Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself? No, surely not.
Maybe.
The only person I entrusted with the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta.
After that, Gonta got taken to forest near mansion. Is this flashback light? It looks like it. Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden. We gotta tell everyone. Wait. Are you sure you want to believe a liar like me so easily? Huh? This might be a trap, you know. Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? You want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Protect everyone. What a piece of shit.
How'd this happen?
Going to remember secret of outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything. So I told him, if he wants to save everyone, he should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
What did you say?
What?
No way!
Was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you not tricked. Because Gonta remembers Secret of Outside World. Gonta think it would be easier to die. What? Remember what everyone said at the beginning? That this academy is hell? Gonta agree. Academy that forced students to be part of Killing Game is hell. So everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's still hell outside, what do we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta? Inside is hell. Outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How'd this happen?
And everyone who died, what did they die for? It's hell outside and hell inside.
But...
And then Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still not know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta.
Yeah.
That's right. The only way you can save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived the class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
Get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more?
Hold on!
Wait a minute, I still don't get what's happening. What outside world are you Oh my fucking god. It's hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget? Surely you can imagine something based on the meteors.
Hey,
Hurry up and tell us, or else we won't be able to understand it. What pushed you to do such a thing?
Please.
Answer, Gonta.
Sorry.
Gonta no can tell you.
Why?
Can't tell us? Why? Because if Gonta tell you, then everyone will end up like Gonta. Everyone despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know it. A despair that makes you want to die. A despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Do you think the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own mouth? But now we don't know any more than when we started. Now you know how Gonta and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Then, can't you accept everything about this case? You can imagine the rest, right? I used Miyu's plan and turned it against her. I hid Gonta away from sight, where Miyu and I were supposed to meet. Kaito's not here? Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I'm honored you asked me to meet up with you, Miyu. Or are you here to kill me? So you figured it out, but there's nothing you can do. You can't resist me. I made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Guess I'm in trouble now. I'm sorry, but you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. It's my duty as a genius inventor, so I can't afford to die here. Uh-oh. Gonta's so sorry. Don't be sorry, Gonta. She was trying to kill me too. She said it was for the world or whatever, but that was just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But... Gonta's sorry. Gonta's so sorry, Miyu. I already said you don't need to apologize. We had to do this for everyone's sake.
It can't be.
What a piece of shit. Gonta would
By the
never...
way,
You should know that it was Gonta's idea to slide the body to the chapel wall. Gonta's idea?
Gonta.
Before Gonta went to roof, he happened to see Miyu walk through wall. Okay. Gonta tell Kokichi and he think of everything else.
but...
Gonta gave me that chance. I like to think we make a pretty good team.
Stop it!
What's good about that? You're the worst.
Um,
That's whole story. That's everything that happened.
well,
So in the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside world?
sorry.
Gonta no can tell you that.
Always messing around.
I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi. That's exactly what happened.
How can this be?
Gonta did kill Miyu. Gonta really did it.
Sorry.
Everyone, Gonta is so sorry. But Gonta's plan to save everyone failed. Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer more.
Gonta, idiot.
So stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman? Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. Can you shut up? You reached for the truth, and Gonta's plan failed. All of you could have been saved if you died without knowing anything. So you're saying it was wrong to fight for the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. At least, Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Miyu for that sake, you know.
Don't screw around.
Enough of your shit, you made him kill her.
Please stop.
Gonta is bad. Gonta killed someone. Gonta is murderer. It's true. Gonta make everyone suffer. That is true. Gonta is sorry he failed everyone. Gonta is sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry for make everyone suffer. Gonta's so sorry. We get it, you don't need to apologize. You're probably all thinking that I should have taken on the dirty work and not Gonta, right? I'm thinking you should be dead. Everyone hates me, so the role of villain is perfect for me.
I know that!
It should have been my responsibility. But when I realized Miyu was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must really have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world.
I suppose.
And in fact, you were right. She set it up so she could paralyze you with just a touch.
So am I!
That's why I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough!
You didn't need to push everything onto Gonta too.
Please stop.
It's okay. Everyone, please. Don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. How nice can you be, Gonta? You really are stupid sometimes. You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta could never be gentle.
Hey, hey!
So are we done yet?
Huh?
And another
You
thing.
guys are starting to talk in circles, so let's move on to the exciting stuff. The eagerly anticipated punishment time.
So am I!
If you're gonna punish him, then please, punish me too. Please do.
Huh?
I know that!
I'm prepared for it. If you're gonna execute Gonta, then It's okay, Kokichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself, for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But
Just promise, Gonta, that everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay?
Okay.
It's time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonta Gokuhara.
Aw man, I bet his punishment's gonna have a lot of gross, nasty bugs.
Ah.
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff.
It's not that.
Already?
The contractions are speeding up. Any minute now.
Honey!
Hold my hand.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Gonta!
I don't want this. Don't go, Gonta.
No.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay. Gonta not cry. Gonta's really not scared. But
how can this be?
Gonta upset. He no could protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time!
Sorry.
Gonta love you all.
Gonta, idiot.
Which one of the cubs died? I wasn't watching.
Really?
Even I didn't see that coming. All my little cubs have been... Oh, both of them?
Dang it!
So sad! All that cuteness gone to waste. Really?
Why?
Both of them? That's kind of fucked up.
What are you talking about? You're the one responsible for this. Why would you do such a thing to your own children?
Because lately they've been all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. I'm never gonna get the hang of this whole parenting thing.
That's why?
Got a minute?
Doesn't matter now. We don't have the time to give him attention.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk away quietly and go mourn my dead kids. Later!
Jesus fucking Christ. That was... Yeah.
Damn it.
Why did it turn out like this?
Got a minute?
Hey Kokichi, why don't you tell us now? What is the secret of the outside world? If we don't know it, then we won't be able to understand or accept it. I can't accept it either, Kokichi. What is the secret of the outside world? What kind of secret would push Gonta that far? Kokichi, if you really cared for Gonta, explain yourself to everyone and... I don't want to.
Huh?
You what?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying?
I fucking knew it.
You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
There's no way a piece of shit like Kokichi has any emotions.
What?
Fake crying? There was never any chance Kokichi has an ounce of empathy in his entire body.
Because?
If I said the actual truth back there, Gonta would have been real mad. That would have interfered with the game, so I simply lied to calm him down. As long as you lie for a good purpose, right?
What?
What?
Hey!
What do you mean, what really happened? Why did you make him do that?
Well, you know.
Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring.
Huh?
What are you?
Which means...
I gave Gonta an incentive because I thought it'd liven up the game. Come on, think about it. If I actually wanted to save everyone like Gonta did,
You really don't...
I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. You should have realized that.
Hey!
Then why did Gonta... Was the flashlight fake or something?
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
Kokichi gave us one of his creepy smiles. When I saw it, I finally saw Kokichi for what he really is. How have you not known this entire time? Malice. His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice. How are you just learning this now?
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted. The more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
Who the hell do you think you are?
Then...
So, for your own entertainment, you sacrificed Mia and Gonta.
You're so dumb.
What's so bad about that? You kill people for money, right, Makiro?
You bastard.
Someone like you has no right to call me Makiro.
You wanna die?
You look so much better with a scowl on your face, Makiro. But hey, you guys are just way too trusting. If only you had suspected me more, then... Miyu and Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths.
Don't screw around!
Meaningless deaths? Kaito screamed and sprinted up to Kokichi like a bullet. Fucking kill him! A dull thud resounded through our skulls.
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
Wow. What a pussy. He's like half your size. What the fuck, dude?
By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slower? Maybe, just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Kaito!
Are you okay? Kaito kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing eyes.
Got a minute?
For someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you were pretty agile just now. And you believed a lie like that?
You bastard.
Oh my god. You really want to die, don't you?
Let's have more fun.
Oh, did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaito? What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose her cool for a guy like Kaito. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark and no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut is just a trainee anyway. Kokichi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared what he had to say anymore. They all rushed to Kaito's side. I was hoping that you were gonna say Maki fucking ended him.
Right?
Kaito, are you hurt?
Are you alright?
Can you stand? Do you need to lean on my shoulder?
Sorry.
My MP's at 0, so I can't use any recovery magic.
Oh?
What are you all so worried about this pathetic guy?
That's wrong.
Pathetic? Look at yourself, Kokichi. What?
No.
Kaito always has us by his side, see? But no one wants to be around you. You're alone, Kokichi, and you always will be. You're talking about friends? Friends don't make this game more entertaining.
Oh, man.
She's boring. I'm no longer interested. I don't care anymore. But I will tell you this. The one who will win this game is me. Kokichi spat out those words, then left the room.
Kaito.
Are you okay?
Huh?
Kaito?
Hey,
You don't look well. He didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but...
What?
Did you hit your head or something? I'm okay. It's fine.
Okay?
Don't push yourself. You should lie down and... I said I'm fine. Kaito tried to get up, but... Kaito doubled over. His knees gave out and he collapsed hard.
What?
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this.
He's got a plot cough. It's all over.
It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I hate when I cough up an avalanche of blood because I have the flu.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot, and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill. I just coughed too much and cut my throat or something. I don't know.
As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet. That's it. I see a drink of water. Sorry, but I'm gonna head back to my room.
Kaito.
I'll go with... Don't follow me.
Huh?
What? I can walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi. Kaito staggered off.
Well,
I'll go with him. It would be bad if he collapses on the way. Right. We'll leave it to you then. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. Kaito was just stressed out is all. Why? Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive. And I wanted it so damn bad I kept fighting for it. Fighting for the truth. And this is what I get? By trying to survive, we're just playing the stupid game. Just like Kokichi.
Damn it!
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Now is the time. I'll end this killing game.
Okay, buddy. That's what it says? Ah. Of course. What else could it have been? Ah. And he's still alive.